So picture this. You're at a friend's house. The World Cup is on, and everyone's yelling offside at the TV like it's obvious. You're just sitting there nodding along, totally lost. Sound familiar? Here's the truth. Soccer is actually one of the simplest sports out there once you strip away the jargon. Most people just never had someone break it down for them. That's what we're doing today. At its core, soccer is simple. 2 teams, 1 ball, 2 goals. Get the ball in the other team's net more than they get it in yours, and you win. That's it. Everything else is just details. Each team fields 11 players, including 1 goalkeeper. You technically only need 7 players aside to start an official match. The field itself is huge, anywhere from 100 to 130 yards long. Before we go further, 3 quick terms. Kickoff is how you start play. The penalty area is the big box in front of each goal, and a foul is any illegal challenge on an opponent. Got it? Good. Let's keep moving. Here's how a match actually starts. A coin toss decides which team kicks off and which goal each team defends. The team that wins the toss usually chooses which end to attack. Then the ball gets placed at the center circle and the whistle blows. The simple version of winning? Score more goals than the other team in 90 minutes. If it's tied, depending on the competition, you either accept the draw or head into extra time and penalties. Quick note, I make these videos so nobody feels lost watching a match ever again. If that's helpful, stick with me, because we're about to get into the fun stuff. Soccer doesn't have mana or currency like some games. Your real resource is possession of the ball and time on the clock. Whoever controls the ball controls the tempo of the game. Every player fits into one of 4 roles: goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders, and forwards. Think of it like a formation: defense in the back, attack up front, midfielders connecting the 2. The single most important skill in soccer is ball control, dribbling and passing with your feet. You can use your feet, chest, head, basically anything except your hands and arms. Here's a rule that's absolute. Outfield players cannot touch the ball with their hands or arms, ever. Break it, and the other team gets a free kick, or worse, a penalty if it happens in the box. Unlike a lot of games, soccer doesn't have turns. It's 90 minutes of continuous play split into 2 45-minute halves, with a 15-minute halftime break in between. The clock only stops for serious injuries or added time. To score, the entire ball has to cross the entire goal line, between the posts and under the crossbar. Half in doesn't count. It has to be all the way over. Okay, this is the rule that confuses literally everyone at first. Offside. Here's the deal. If you're standing ahead of the second-to-last defender when your teammate passes to you, and you're involved in the play, the ref blows the whistle. It's not about where you are, it's about where you are the moment the ball is played. When someone commits a foul, tripping, pushing, that kind of thing, the other team gets a free kick from where it happened. If it happens inside the penalty box, it's a penalty kick instead, which is basically a one-on-one with the goalkeeper from 12 yards out. Let's walk through a real scenario. Your team is attacking. A defender fouls your striker inside the 18-yard box. Referee points to the spot, 12 yards from goal. Your best kicker steps up. Everyone clears the box, and it's just them versus the keeper. That's a penalty kick in action. Common mistake. People think any foul near the goal is automatically a penalty. Not true. It only counts if the foul happens inside the box lines. One step outside, and it's just a regular free kick. And yes, before you ask, goalkeepers diving the wrong way on penalties is basically a soccer tradition at this point. It happens to the best of them. There are a few more restart types worth knowing. If the ball goes out over the sideline, it's a throw-in for whoever didn't touch it last. If it crosses the goal line off an attacker, it's a goal kick for the defense. If it crosses off a defender, it's a corner kick for the attack. One more thing. Referees carry yellow and red cards. Yellow is a warning for a rough or reckless foul. 2 yellows in one game equals a red. A A straight red means you're off the field, no substitute allowed, and your team plays down a player. Here's why soccer has so much depth, even though the rules are simple. Teams build entire strategies around formations, when to press for the ball, and how to exploit the offside line. That's why the same basic rules produce completely different styles of play at every level. Alright, here's the part everyone's been waiting for. How do you actually win a match? The main way to win? Score more goals in 90 minutes. If it's tied and the competition allows draws, that's the final result. But in knockout tournaments, a tie means 30 minutes of extra time, and if it's still tied after that, it's penalty kicks, one shooter at a time until someone comes out ahead. That last one's more advanced, so don't worry about memorizing it right away. Here's the secret that separates good players from great ones. It's not just about scoring, it's about controlling space. Great teams create passing triangles, pull defenders out of position, and time their runs to beat the offside line by a split second. Master that, and you're not just playing soccer, you're reading it. Let's recap quick. 11 players aside, coin toss decides kickoff. Ball starts at the center circle, and you move it using your feet, head, or chest, never your hands. And winning comes down to scoring more goals than the other team, watching out for offside, and knowing your fouls, free kicks, and penalty kicks. And that's genuinely it. Once you know this, you understand basically every match you'll ever watch, from a Sunday League game to the World Cup final. Alright, that's how soccer actually works. Way simpler than it looks once somebody breaks it down, right? If this helped you finally understand what your friends are yelling about at the TV, drop a comment and let me know what game you want explained next. Hit like, subscribe if you haven't, and share this with whoever's been too scared to ask what offside means.